So we had this family that came in frequently, husband, wife, 2 daughters. Got to know them very well. One daughter was of age according to her ID. Well, one day they came in to celebrate her 21st birthday. I was irate. We had already been serving this girl for over 2 years and felt extremely disrespected.
Everyone in the service industry has a story, crazy customers, wild orders, and WTF moments. Do you want to start a tab? The podcast here to bring you those tales from behind the bar. My name's Carl, and I've been a bartender. I've been in the hospitality industry for over 14 years now.
Look at you.
Look at me.
My name's Riley, and I was in the hospitality industry for approximately 2.5 to 3 years.
See, I probably could say longer than that. Do you count like Domino's and Taco Bell and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, do you count a concession stand at a pool?
Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah, you're serving people.
Yeah.
Speaking of concession stands, we watched a great movie last week about a concession stand. Snack Shack.
That was a great movie.
It was fantastic. Our buddy Sean recommended it. And well, I kind of wanted to see it. I saw a preview, but he said it was like best movie so far of 2024.
Yep.
And we watched it. And yeah, it was fucking phenomenal.
It was so good.
It's a coming of age story of 2 young male friends.
Anyway.
I was waiting for you to cut me off. I was going to keep rambling until you just cut me off. So what we like to do on this lovely little podcast is read stories about the hospitality industry off the internet through the eyes of the guest or the employee. Talk about it, discuss it, should have been handled differently, and then rate that story 1 to 5. And let's just get into it. Do you got one?
I do have one.
Or actually, wait. The most important part of this podcast, the drinking.
Yes.
So we bought these a couple of years ago. And they've been sitting out and we put them in the refrigerator a couple weeks ago and like, let's just drink these and see if they're still good.
I mean, they've been in the cold basement for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's fine, right?
Yeah. So this is Fling Craft Cocktails by Boulevard Beverage Company. This is the Mai Tai 8% made with rum, neutral spirit, lime, orange, and other natural flavors.
Sounds delightful.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The finish is quite off.
That might be the fact that it's 2 years old.
Yeah.
It might also just be the finish on it.
Yeah. It's not bad. I've had shittier canned cocktails before.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll finish this one.
Someone's getting drunk tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Up your third one. It won't even matter.
Yeah.
All right. You going to go?
Do you want to go?
Okay. So I got the Bartender Memes Unfiltered Facebook group. This was posted October 4th by a young lady named Angie. Just a rant. Apologizing in advance. Does anyone else have one of those chicks that come to your bar every night and get all their drinks paid for by different multiple dudes? But if she happens to look at or sees the checks, she always argues about the number of drinks on it. This has happened several times in the past, and it happened again tonight. I literally had to tell her, hey, if we're going to keep doing this to us, we're just going to have these guys pay round for round every time. We're not drinking. You are. We know what's been poured. Stop it. Seriously. She said, I know you're not getting an attitude with me. Yes, I am. We're tired of this shit. It's getting old, and you're portraying that we're trying to rip these dudes off somehow. Hey, would you or do you deal with this nonsense? Sorry again, just annoyed.
So for clarification, because it was a rant, basically there's a regular that comes in, never buys anything, but has people buy things for her. And then she argues on behalf of the dude who's buying her drinks about how many drinks they drank.
About how many drinks she drank.
Get the fuck out.
Right.
You just get the fuck out.
You're already pulling a scam, and now you want this scam not to be as big to these guests.
Right.
That are paying as big.
Right. But like, why haven't the bartenders just told her to get the fuck out and not come back? Like, get out.
Right. Because
you're a problem. You're a menace.
Are you a regular when you don't buy the drinks?
You regularly frequent the establishment. Like, if you and I go out to dinner and you're the one who puts their debit card down every time, does that mean I'm not a regular?
Yeah, I guess. I was just trying to be nonsense, but but yeah.
Your logic is flawed, though.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, for her to sit there and just look at it and try to tell these bartenders that they're trying to like scam them out of a couple of drinks. If it happened once, okay, twice, I'm like super irritated. By the third time, like, look, then you don't need to come back here again.
Right. Like, hey, I know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm. It's stupid. I don't think I've ever had anyone question. No, that's a lie. I've had people question, but it's like, I tell them, like, you've been here for 4 hours.
You forgot how many drinks you were drinking 2 hours ago.
Yeah. And they usually, hey, okay, you're right. Because I'm like, I ran in the first one here. And they're like, oh, okay.
And
but
like,
it's more of like, they're like, holy shit, I drank this many. Like, they're
right.
surprised they drank this many.
Right. And most bartenders know that, like, you're not ringing in extra drinks. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. If anything, she probably has drank less than that, and it didn't get added to the bill. Like,
it doesn't help the bartender to ring in more drinks. Yes, there's more tip, but a drink is like $8 to $12. That's only like an extra $1 to tip wise if they're bringing
if people tip well,
right? So this seems like this would be a dive or just like a neighborhood bar.
Like, I just, you know, when we read stories, you kind of picture it in your head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I pictured Bricks.
Yeah.
It's a craft beer bar.
Yeah.
But not like a
it's
high-end
casual,
bar.
very casual.
Very casual.
Very casual. Yeah. Like I said, neighborhood bar, something like that.
I actually may have seen a situation like this at Bricks, which is maybe why I pictured it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would say, yeah, I mean, there's really not much to it. Just, again, there's just little things like this just irritate the shit out of people.
This is one of those death of a thousand cuts things where, like, this is why people fly off the handle.
Yeah.
In their job.
Yeah, this is like the last straw. Like, this is the fucking thing.
Yeah. This is what did it.
Man.
I would, honestly, I'd just kick her out. Don't come back here.
Yeah.
You're not welcome here. We won't serve you. And because, like, she's not spending any money. What's the fucking point?
Right.
Like, there will be 5 other people coming in buying drinks for other people that are going to make up for that sale.
Right. Exactly. Not worried about it at all.
Especially the time and the energy and the patience it takes to handle her whole shtick.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, not worth it.
You're right.
I don't care if a dude buys you 10 high-end cocktails. I don't care.
Right.
Get the fuck out.
Yep. I just tell people, like, well, you can come back here and do your own. I just, when people tell me how to do my job, I'm just like, get the fuck out.
You have a very hard time with people telling you how to do your job.
Yeah.
It is your biggest, what's the word I'm looking for?
Flaw?
That it is a flaw that you have. I don't know if it'd be your biggest one, but it's your biggest source of workplace agitation.
Mm-hmm.
Is when people try to tell you how to do your job. But sometimes but like most of the time, you're right. They don't know better. But even when people might know better, you still fucking hate it.
Well, no one's told me how to do my job better that knows better than me. So on a rating scale of the story.
On a rating scale, I would give this a 2.8.
I was going to give it 2.2.
Yeah.
Because like I think we're getting to the point now with this podcast. We've been doing it almost for fucking 2 years now. It's like a lot of stores are going to be the same, but they're not the same, but it's just a different coat of paint in the same house.
Right.
You know, like this happens all the time where people nitpick about the littlest things and stuff like that.
Right.
You know?
And see, and I think that's why I gave it the 2.8, which is the closer to 3 mark, because like the nerve to fight about drinks that you didn't.
I agree with that.
That you aren't paying for.
Like if it's the person who was paying for them, like, are you sure I drank 7 Red Bulls or vodka Red Bulls?
Right. But but she's not paying. Why does she give a fuck?
And she's the one whoring herself out every night.
I hate that.
I understand, but
she's absolutely using men for free drinks for sure. I wouldn't call that whoring herself out.
I did the air quotes that no one could see unless you're watching
it's a podcast. But also, I do not like the term whoring herself out because I feel like sex work is valid work in whatever.
In the correct way.
Correct. Safely.
Right.
And
but okay, she's using her looks
to get free shit,
drink.
Which,
all
you know what? Yeah. And I mean, honestly,
but she's the one doing that then.
Right. Just sit back and shut the fuck up if that's happening.
Yeah.
If they were going to argue about their bill, they wouldn't have bought the drinks for you.
Right. So, all right. I'm going to change mine to a 2.6, just right above average because it's her arguing about it, not the person.
It's like having the nerve to, like, do you just want to argue at this point? Because there are some people who just want to argue, and you know what? Fine, but don't be here. And also, I'm going to kick her the fuck out. Like, you know?
Yeah, I do know.
And yes, you are one of those people that wants to argue for no reason.
We should direct someone to this one specific podcast. Which one was that? I think there's been like 2 or 3 specifically. I was just. You were pissing me off on purpose, and I hated it every minute of it. And every time you do that, I think about not sitting down to record again. But here we are.
You just haven't pushed hard enough yet. I dare you to try. Please don't.
Well, anyway. On that note, we've done enough. We've done enough to download We've had 5,000 episodes downloaded. So thank you to everyone that's downloaded one episode and multiple episodes.
Yes.
So yeah.
All right. I have a story from the Bartender subreddit. It was posted 2 months ago from _Nick_at_night_. Night spelled NITE. And it's called, "What's something a regular has done that just absolutely infuriated you?" And it's also a rant. Mm-hmm. I love rants. They're so fun. Years ago, I worked at a neighborhood bar. My title was bar manager, but it was a weird hybrid role that I filled. Everyone knew everyone at this bar, and this bar was the spot on my side of town. This place was the type of place where regulars would sit down and didn't have to order drinks. You already knew what they were drinking. So we had this family that came in frequently, husband, wife, 2 daughters. Got to know them very well. One daughter was of age according to her ID. Well, one day they came in to celebrate her 21st birthday. I was irate. We had already been serving this girl for over 2 years and felt extremely disrespected. I banned them, told them never to come back. I didn't care if she was of age anymore or how close they had gotten with the staff or the other regulars. I made it a point to make an example out of them to prevent others from doing the same. I found out much later that the other daughter, who was supposed to be turning 21 that year, was really about to turn 18, and parents were planning on getting her a fake as well, just like the older sister. So we dodged a bullet. What have been some of your experiences?
Wow.
Woof.
Why do parents feel like it's okay to get their kids to drink? And we're not talking about Wisconsin. This is every other fucking state.
Right.
But,
well, and I mean, like, it's one thing to do it at home.
Right. Or, yes, at home in a private place.
Right. Like, it's one thing to have, oh, hey, you know what? Yes, you can have drinks with dinner. Yes, you can have drinks when family comes over. Yes, you can do one thing. But, like, to take them out to a restaurant and to aid in the delinquency of minors in such a way that you are providing them fake IDs.
Mm-hmm. That's hardcore.
That's a level of irresponsibility I don't think I can.
Mm-mm. Because then what you're telling your kids then at that point is it's okay to break the law to get what you want.
Right. And it's like,
maybe people just don't understand the consequences of getting caught serving minors. Like, it's not just like the business. It's in some states that server is legally like regulated to receive tickets and up to jail time.
Right.
Like, it's not, and plus us losing our liquor license, which costs in the state of Iowa, costs us $2,500.
And that's just for the liquor license. Yeah.
What is the cost of not serving liquor for a year? 30 days. 30 days. If I couldn't serve liquor in a year.
Right.
Or if I couldn't serve liquor for 30 days, what would be the consequences?
But also, what parent is like, yes, we'll get you a fake ID so you can go out drinking with us. You got a problem. Mm-hmm. You've got so many problems. I don't even know where to start.
Mm-hmm. You need better help 3 times a week.
You need better than better help 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Immediately to jail. Right to jail.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so mad, but like not mad enough to actually be furious, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's grates on my skin.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that the GM or the manager or the assistant manager, whoever that was, banned them for life. Like, that's the right thing to do.
Right.
Because if you don't make an example of them, other people are going to find out. Like, well, what are they going to do? Say we can't come in for 30 days.
Right. Nah, you're done.
Right.
You're done.
Because then how do you know if the next ID is fake or not?
Right.
What? And also, what a bunch of stupid fucking parents. Go somewhere else and celebrate her 21st birthday. And I get it. There's kids, there's people I personally know who went to bars underage with a fake, and then they bring it in when they're 21 and said, haha, I'm 21. I'm not saying that's right, but that's at least
like in a college town.
That's at least somewhat more Like,
but like your family's regular, like
the parents are doing it all.
We're townie regulars, not college regulars.
Right.
Everybody knows everybody bullshit. And so like how many people were complicit?
Yeah.
How many people knew that this girl wasn't 21?
That's true.
And they were just sitting there with her and they were all like snickering behind the bartender's back. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point there, Riley.
Thank you.
Thank you. That like neighbors weren't there, or like you're telling me one of her teachers.
You're telling me that all of the people that they sat at the bar with regularly didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be even more fucked up if they drove like 20 minutes out of the way so they wouldn't be recognized by others, you know? Like they went to like
That's a level of stupidity I can see coming from this family. Right. But like also I don't think so, because if they were regulars enough to know.
But I'm saying like let's just say if they thought about, we got to drive to, let's say it's a suburb of Chicago. Like they lived in Willow Springs, but they drove to whatever. Next suburb over, because they didn't want to get caught. But they're stupid enough to go back to that same place on her 21st birthday.
Yeah. I mean, there is no level of stupid that can match the level of stupid of these people for any number of reasons.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Literally. And you're teaching your children to be stupid.
Yeah.
Man.
Fuck.
Right?
I love people like this because it gives us great content for our fucking podcast, but stop doing stupid shit like this. I mean, luckily there's always gonna be stupid shit, so this podcast will never die until you murder me. But for content wise, there'll always be enough.
Don't put that out in the airwaves. I don't want that attached to my name. So when it actually happens, nobody has a reason to look at me.
Whatever, people on this podcast will know.
Everybody will know.
I trust all 15 people that subscribe to this podcast. I know Jake Schmidt will know.
I will not kill you. I will just wait for you to do it to yourself.
Stop winking at me. Got him. Want to do a shot of tequila?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, cool.
And not that tequila.
Why not? It's good.
It's not.
But what do we rate your story and tell us why you do that?
I think, okay, so underage drinking is a 1, right? But underage drinking with your parents bumps up to a 2. Underage drinking with your parents providing you the fake ID bumps up to a 3. Your entire family being stupid enough to go back to the same bar that you always go to celebrate your 21st birthday when you've been using a fake ID for 2 years at least. Mm-hmm. That bumps up to a 4.5. And I think that's where I'm going to sit.
I was going to go 4.25.
Yeah.
Like, because basically everything you said is exactly like it's layers among layers.
Math is mathing.
Math.
We have bourbon snifters.
It's fine. It's small pour. Who cares? Cheers to idiot parents. Time went on. Yeah, so I give it 4.25. Same reasons you did. It's just, I get it. Like, it's fun sometimes to just do dumb shit. Like, right. But not consistently all the fucking time. And then you go back and say, haha, we tricked you.
Right.
What do you expect?
Because my question is like, and I just thought about this, so I'm sorry. But why would you take your children with you to drink when you can have a DD?
Yeah. Well, that's probably what the fucking 17-year-old
The other one was, but still.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Sometimes
built-in DD, man. Why are you encouraging them to drink with you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, so this, like I said, this story goes against everything except for the state of Wisconsin, where if you are with your parents, you are legally allowed to drink with them at an establishment.
Yes. I mean, obviously there are like limits. No, I don't know if there are.
I've talked to many people from Wisconsin and no one knows if there's actually a limit. It's the same limit is with just the server or bartender can't overserve them. Right.
And it's very much like beer in the UK, where I think once it's starting at about age 12, you can have a beer with your parents at dinner.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I agree with that policy, because it leads to lower levels of binge drinking and alcoholism. And like the from the last I knew that the research was there, allowing kids to have wine at dinner in Italy and stuff like that. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, that is not where we are.
Right. I don't think we as America will ever be there. So
no, absolutely not.
But all right, just remember, don't be a dick. Tip your bartenders, and please fucking drink responsibly.
You say as we just took a shot.
But we're drinking responsibly because we're inside our basement in our own house. We're not driving anywhere.